One of the best things about keeping finches is there's a lot of experience. I have a lot of my customers, when I sell birds to them, ask what I feed them. Now sprouted seeds is very important. The percentage, once they're sprouted just a slightly bit, the protein goes up heaps. So that's important to breeding and conditioning the birds to breed, plus when they're going through their molt, etc. Two people that are very experienced with birds is Alan Fenwick in Corindai and Brendan Newell of Goonan Street Aviaries. Brendan was telling me one of the important things that he does with the finches, when he does the sprouts, he actually puts apple cider vinegar within the water, and that is absorbed by the seed. Because as you know, if you put vitamins and that on the seed, which we all do, the finches dehusk it, so that a lot of the vitamins disappear. But by going into the seed, it's absorbed into the seed when you're sprouting them. This is a very good book on Goulin finches by Tony Hanks. It's called Care, Breeding and Genetics. And I've got a lot of information from that since it was released last year. The thing Alan Fenwick suggested, and he did with his birds, and he had some of the healthiest birds I've ever seen, is to use spirulina. Spirulina, it's very high in protein, but it's got to be organic, just like the apple cider. So what I do is I put the spirulina most days in my sprouted seeds in the water, so that it's absorbed in rather than putting it on the seeds. And a lot of people use, finch people and some parrot people use spirulina to give the birds the vitamins they need. So once a fortnight I actually put the apple cider, when I make my sprouts, put it in the water, and it's the organic apple cider. And as I said, majority of days I use the normal spirulina in the water and it absorbed into the seed. And I also use this product once a month. It's called Solaminovit Powder, a water-soluble vitamin and amino acid supplement for all animals. So it's very worth looking at these up, and I'll put links to them below. But to actually sprout the seeds, there's heaps of videos, and I'll put a link below. I'm not going to go through sprouting the seeds, there's so much information out there. But the best way to get your seeds to absorb the vitamins is through using it in the water that you're sprouting with, in the original water. That should be enough. Thank you again.